The NFL is coming to primetime on Thursday nights this fall here on CBS. We'll bring you 8 of the top matchups over the course of the year. More games will air on the NFL Network. Calling the action on both networks, CBS and NFL lead play-by-play announcer, that would be Jim Nantz, and CBS Sports lead NFL analyst, that would be Phil Simms. Good morning.
Good morning.
Great to have you here. So what does this mean for you guys? More work? More fun?
Yeah, more fun.
More fun.
Yes. We hope to be as perky doing the games as you guys are. Do you know it's really early in the morning still? I just want you to know. Okay.
No, listen, I saw Les Moonves doing the hula in the hallway, so I'm thinking this is a big deal for CBS.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
It's a big
he
deal
was
for
dancing
us.
when we got this contract.
That's
this is a big
right.
deal for us.
Yep.
Football starts here. That's the new slogan, because it's going to be the way the weekends start every week with the NFL on Thursday night. It's a big lineup of divisional games, which means always the atmosphere is full of energy and a lot more intensity because you're bringing in rivalries into Thursday night.
In fact, the first game is Pittsburgh versus Baltimore, right?
Which
Yeah, they
is-
like each other.
Yeah, there's a lot of love. There's a lot of love between Pittsburgh and Baltimore, so that's a great way to start it.
You know, I always see fans during Super Bowl week. You see a lot of fans, and they complain because the season's ending.
Yeah.
So when you tell the fans there's going to be more games on TV, they're like, yes, because I really do feel their enthusiasm when I'm out there.
Other than more games on television, how is this game changing since you played?
Oh my gosh, it's changed dramatically. And the quarterbacks have so much at their hands. They get to do so much. Of course, they practice a lot less now than they used to, too, Charlie. I mean, a lot less.
Really?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, yeah.
The new collective bargaining agreement, my gosh, they have to work restrictions off season, during the season. They can't wear pads. I mean, gosh forbid they wear the pads during the work. So it's changed that way. It's just more wide open. And I think it's friendlier for the fans.
A lot more women are watching, too.
More women.
question.
More women
Fantasy
are watching.
football's helped
That's
a lot.
right.
And women like it, of course. And it's more exciting, there's no doubt.
So a lot of people were paying attention to the draft, myself included this time, because I was looking for Michael Sam and Johnny Manziel, who went very early. And now his jersey, Johnny's jersey, is the #1 seller. Does that put pressure on the teams to play him? Because clearly the fans want to see him. And he's a backup quarterback.
Well, Jimmy Haslam, their owner, said he is our backup quarterback going into camp. But that's not announcing the starter for week 1. In fact, I think there's a graphic here. If you look, the last 9 quarterbacks who were taken in the first round in NFL drafts have been the opening day starter. So Brian Hoyer is the starter going into camp. But we shall see. Here's the trend right here. When you draft a quarterback in the first round these days, you go ahead and play him from the start. I'd be shocked if Johnny Manziel's not the Cleveland Browns
Let's
starter
see.
this
How do you
season.
think the fans and the media are going to take it if he's not the starter? So Brian Hoyer's on the field, and he throws one incompletion, they're going to go crazy. And listen, when you're a quarterback and they draft a first-round quarterback on your football team, you better play well and win, and usually that's not enough to
How
keep your
well do you
job.
think he'll do in the NFL?
Well, people have forgotten the fact that his offensive coordinator in Cleveland is Kyle Shanahan. And Kyle Shanahan was with the Washington Redskins. He did an unbelievable job with RG3. So I expect him to create a new kind of offense. I think he got very fortunate going to the Cleveland Browns, Johnny Manziel. And he's probably in the best situation he could have found for himself in Cleveland.
Look, there's so much interest in Johnny football, as he's known.
Yeah.
And then you mix it with a city that's starved for a winner. I'm happy for Cleveland.
Yeah.
That's an important city in our AFC franchise on Sundays.
And a place where it's had a long history in the NFL, in pro football.
Yes, but not anything to really brag about for a long time, Charlie. So now with Johnny Manziel coming to Cleveland, it's an explosive combination of a city just dying for the opportunity to be back on the map again, and the most talked about player entering the NFL in years.
From Otto Graham to Johnny Football.
Yeah, it's going to be, I think for us, it's going to be interesting to see the way we program the Browns in our lineup on Sundays, because that's a part of, again, the CBS.
What about
AFC
Michael
package.
Sam? You know, a lot of people are pulling for him to do well, but of course he hasn't made the team yet. How do you think, Phil, he's going to do in the game, in the locker room? You know, there was already a little pushback when he and his partner kissed when they got into
The
it.
pushback from who? I mean,
just-
just from people, you mean?
Yeah,
You
from
know,
people,
I was
yeah.
asked this question a lot since the draft, and I
Yeah.
say to people, well, what do you think goes on in NFL locker rooms? I mean, it's the
don't
friendliest
know.
place. It is a great place. And, you know, there's been many gay football players in NFL locker rooms over the years.
But we didn't know it.
But you didn't know, but the players knew, and everybody knew. They treated them great. And, yeah, there was the incidents last year, of course, down in Miami with Richie Incognito and Jonathan Martin. But that stuff doesn't really happen. Something bad's going to happen in every workplace. But the NFL locker room, it's amazing how it just blends together and gets along.
Yesterday, he had his press conference in St. Louis, and now everybody wants to know, is he going to make the team?
Yeah.
Right.
Taken in the 7th round. Now, what that means to people that don't follow the draft, that is the last round of the draft. He went in the final round. Now, here are the numbers of the percentage of players making a roster after being drafted in the 7th round. And you see, it's usually a little better than 50%.
Well, it's Thursday night, but we're excited about the whole football season. We should say that.
Good.
And
gonna be great.
congratulations, Jim Nantz, a new daddy. It's a big year.
Nora,
So excited
little
for
Finley.
little Finley. Can't wait to meet her.
So much fun.
All right, CBS's Thursday Night Football starts in a week.